What is up, Mile High Horseman? This is your lead horseman, Corwin, and welcome to the Mile High Horseman post-game show. I'm your host, Corwin, and I got my co-host with me.
Jared Turbo Days here.
And first off, before we get into the show, guys, I'm going to do this in conjunction with my Crow video. First off, I want to say congratulations to the Rams fans. You guys played a hell of a game. I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of Rams video makers. Sorry, I don't know a lot of you guys. Only ones I know is Rockstar Rams and Polyseed, but I know he doesn't make any videos anymore. But those are the only two guys I really know in the TTC that actually make videos for the Rams. So, yeah, congratulations to you guys. You guys played a good game. We played like dog shit. Um,
We got a lot to
Offense.
talk about.
Oh yeah, we got a lot to talk about in this show. But like simply put, like getting all down to it, I mean, coaching was garbage. The running game was non-existent. Stupid penalties, and I'm really getting sick and fucking tired of seeing this fucking retarded ass performance every single fucking week. And and then we got people that are always in denial. Wow, wow, wow. We're gonna just win out from here and win the Super Bowl. Like, oh
You got to
God.
get real. You got to get real. You got to be realistic. Each game is going to be a test every single week. You got to take it 1 week at a time. You can't be looking at, just like like previous years. We can't be saying, "Oh, we're going to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. We're going to get home field advantage. Everything's going to go our way." Because you know what? There's going to be trials and tribulations and stumbles along the way. So I've been a Bronco fan long enough to know there's going to be some rocks in the way or some walls in the way that we have to get through or go around. And and after Manning leaves, we're going to have those problems still. We're not going to be this, maybe not even playoff contenders after Manning leaves. So we better get used to it because I don't want to say our glory days are over, but like these years with Manning, they're going to be coming to an end at some point. And we're not going to be. I mean, Manning had a poor performance this week. Two interceptions. And I see. Okay, and speaking of one of the interceptions in the game, when he threw that ball and I seen where it was going, I was like, "That's an interception." He's done that before, so. And I'm not going to give him a pass. Peyton Manning does not deserve passes in this league. A lot of people say he's a stat collector, and I agree with that. But he's just that he's really good. But he has bad games also, and we should be critical of him as well when he throws passes into like double coverage or whatever, triple coverage if you want, maybe on occasion. Some people love Manning, and that's why they went from the Colts to the Denver Broncos, was just to go with Manning, But
It makes me fucking sick too.
yeah, we're when the team starts losing again and again, we're gonna see who the real Denver Bronco fans are, the ones that were staying with them during the times they lose, just like the old days, when we had Kyle Orton and good, good old Tim Tebow and
Jay Cutler.
yeah, Jay Cutler, Brian Greasy. Those days are going to be coming back pretty soon, you guys. It's not something I look forward to, of course, but
It's gonna
it's
happen.
gonna be an up and down kind of thing in the future. We're gonna have seasons where we're up and we're down. There could be days where we're 8-8, or years we could be 8-8. Hopefully we don't have any losing seasons, but I'm a realist and I just don't sugarcoat it. I've never sugarcoated it with you guys. But back to this game. Sorry for the rant. We had some injuries, Adrian. We had Monte Ball out, Emmanuel Sanders out, Julius Thomas out. What happened based on what happened to those players that during that game?
Well, Monty Ball, we've all known that he's had a groin injury and he re-aggravated it today, which was a very stupid thing to do, in my opinion, putting him in there. I think they should have just left him out for the rest of the game. But whatever, John Fox wants to do it his fucking way. So let's put a semi-injured player in the game and let's re-aggravate his injury. So let's put him out for like an extra maybe couple of weeks. Even though that our defense, I mean our fucking running game is non-existent right now. We need all we can fucking like muster. At fucking running back, and let's just let's cut the depth a little shallow now, because it's such a great idea to fucking, oh my god, I can't even do this right now. I gotta redo this whole thing again. I'm just like fucking pissed.
Okay, so let's edit this. Okay, so we're gonna bring up. Okay, so all right, I'll get back into it. Okay, so Adrian, we had a lot of injuries during this game. We had Monte Ball out, Emmanuel Sanders out, and Julius Thomas out. It must have happened during the first half. Tell me what happened with each player.
Well, Monte Ball's had a groin injury that he just re-aggravated, I guess, because John Fox wanted to do his fucking way, so he put him in there, re-aggravated that groin injury, so he was out. Emmanuel Sanders took a really mean, nasty hit to the chest and got himself a nice little concussion, so he'll probably be out for a couple weeks. Julius Thomas, from what I heard, it's an ankle injury, so he'll probably be out for a week or two.
Yeah. Now Emmanuel Sanders, I heard that was a nasty hit. Was it like was it near out of bounds or something? He likes to go out of bounds most of the time.
It was near the sidelines, but it wasn't. It was still in place, so it was a clean hit. I didn't see it hit. I didn't see any hit to the head. I didn't see any. Any of the bullshit that oh my god, Lord Goodell wants to get rid of because he's a fucking dickhead. But yeah, I didn't see any of that. It was a clean hit. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. He couldn't. Whatever. He fucking got a concussion, and yeah, and that fucking sucks. So yeah.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders, he was doing pretty good. It looks like he had what is it? He had 102 yards with 5 receptions and a touchdown. How was that touchdown that he was involved in, Adrian?
Say what now?
The Emmanuel Sanders touchdown. How was that? Did you witness that?
Yeah, I saw that. It was a nice little fade to Emmanuel Sanders, and he was able to get the touchdown. But that was the only points we scored in the fucking game.
Yeah, it looked like we were down 10-0 after the first quarter, so that was not. It was not looking good for our Broncos, or so. And
I mean, we were only down 10-0, but it seemed like because of the Broncos' performance, it seemed like we were down like 50-0. It was just like fucking domination. I mean, like the Rams, they completely controlled the time of possession. It was just like it was fucking ridiculous. Too many 3-and-outs and too many stupid penalties, too many drop balls, too many overthrown balls, too many interceptions. We'll get into that in a minute, but. Yeah, a lot of stupid play calling, like I said before, and it's just really getting really fucking frustrating to see it every week.
Yeah. So yeah, we like Peyton Manning. He had his interceptions. What'd you think of the interceptions, Adrian? What was your opinion? Because you've already heard mine.
Yeah, I mean, like when it comes to the interceptions he threw, I mean, he could not have thrown them in a even worse time. I mean, there was an interception. Was it? I believe in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the fourth quarter, what are you gonna say?
They were. He was sacked as well during like the fourth down conversions. They had a couple fourth down conversions that didn't go their way, right?
And you know what's funny, dude, is that the one fucking time that John Fox actually decides to fucking grow a set and actually decides to go for it on fourth down, they don't get it. It's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, were they close to field goal range? I know McManus, are they confident that they can actually kick a field goal from a little bit of a distance, or are they just going I know they had to go for it on fourth down based on they were losing by quite a bit of points. So, but yeah, actually, speaking of field goal kickers, they were talking Legatron. I'm gonna butcher his name. It's like Zuller Line had like 5 field goals during this game. Like I don't know if we've ever been out-kicked by a field goal kicker. Like he scored 15 points for his team. I mean, we were field goal kicked to death pretty much. So
That's the kind of stuff I remember from like fucking like 2010, dude. That's just like brings up some bad memories, man.
yeah, because it reminds me of Jay Feely, who got a touchdown as a field goal kicker, and he scored like 10 or 13 points or something just by himself. That's what that reminds me of. And luckily, I never went to that game. That was a 43-13 loss with Kyle Orton at quarterback. But besides the point, their field goal kicker. That's a field goal kicker I want on our team. It's really sad because we can go into this all day long. I love Matt Prater. I don't know why the hell we got rid of him, especially after he was already serving his time. It was like the last week of his serving his time that we got rid of him. I think that was kind of a mean move.
It was a stupid fucking move. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck front office was thinking about letting him go. I mean, honestly, that could possibly be the worst acquisition. I mean, the worst transaction that we've ever made. To be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, to me, I was calling him Jason Elam 2.0, and I loved him as our field goal kicker. He was there for us during our Tim Tebow years mainly, and he was able to win a lot of. He got the 64-yard freaking field goal, and he won a lot of games for us with his leg, a lot of close games. So. And it was like 4 weeks he was gone. He served his time. And then you should have just let him go as soon as he got the consequence, or he got into trouble. You should have just let him go then, rather than let him wait 3-4 weeks and then drop him. I think that was not a good move, and that's just my opinion on that. So, it's like this, Adrian. Are we gonna keep McManus? Are we gonna doink around with this field goal kicking situation? Or we just, it doesn't seem like we're going to be looking for any field goal kickers anytime soon. So are we going to be going for it on fourth down and saying, you know what, McManus, we know that you're not capable of this 50 or whatever 45-yard field goal kick, so we're just going to go for it on fourth down.
No, especially like when it comes to like late in the season when we're going to need to start winning. I mean, like, seriously, they're going to have to start putting some trust in him whether they want to or not, because he is our field goal kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be going for it on fourth down all the time. I mean, that's like high school shit. I mean, going for it on fourth down just because you don't have a kicker. Matter of fact, I mean, it's kind of getting off topic, but there's a high school football team here in my hometown called the Central Wildcats. They don't have a field goal kicker. So what do they do if they're like they literally do not have a field goal kicker? I mean, everybody. Wow. I mean, they even had linemen trying to kick, and they still couldn't kick for shit. So what do they have to do when they're like in field goal range? They had to go for it on fourth down. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy. Maybe, yeah, that's pretty. I've never heard such a thing before. So, next topic we should talk about. I guess Virgil Green was injured for some reason. I was really surprised by that. Do you know anything about Virgil Green getting injured during the game?
I haven't even heard anything about him. I have no idea how he got hurt.
He probably played one play and then got hurt. I don't know how that happens, but it happens, I guess. We can talk about the stupid penalties, Adrian. What did you think about the stupid penalties?
Well, just what they're called, stupid. I mean, like false starts, fucking holding.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I said. You're not gonna win. It's irritating, and you're not gonna win football games if you can't be disciplined. I swear to God, it's just so fucking frustrating to see every week.
And it looks like Trey Mason, this guy, I've never even heard of his name. He had 113 yards and 29 carries against us. I had to work, so I missed like half the game. But did you see the rushing that was going on for the St. Louis Rams? They were doing they were getting right through. They were
killing us up front, dude. They were just like completely destroying us up front.
And that's kind of amazing because we are like the number one rushing defense. So that was pretty interesting how they did it to us like that.
And what I had heard. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's like what I had heard from one of, I think it was Dan Fouts that mentioned it, that the Broncos had only like allowed like 68 yards average on the ground, and tonight they got like, what was it, like a little over 100 and like what is it?
13 at 113 yards at very least for what
Yeah,
that's the
like
one running back. So
right. So it's pretty fucking like sad. I
yeah,
mean,
and
we need to seriously need to get it together because I mean, man, it's really starting to get frustrating.
now Demarcus Ware, was there some there was some good plays from Demarcus Ware. There was a nice hit on the quarterback for the St. Louis Rams,
Yeah,
Sean Hill.
yeah.
That was
I mean,
pretty nice.
they sacked him and he fumbled, but guess what? The fucking ball bounces right into his breadbasket. So I mean, that could not have gone any better for them. I mean, that would have been a
Yeah,
huge break for the Broncos if they would have got that fumble recovery. But
yeah.
yeah,
It,
nothing went right for the Broncos in this game at all.
yeah, luck wasn't on their side, and there was also that crazy play that you mentioned. It was swatted by the Denver Bronco, and it went off another player, and then it went right back to him, the quarterback. It was swatted by the Denver Bronco, and then it went bounced off one of the players and went back into his hands. That was pretty amazing. So, all right, and then we're going to be talking about the biggest topic, and that's the play calling, and that's the coaching. Adrian, you want to start us off about the coaching with John Fox and Jack Del Rio and Adam Gase, the offensive coordinator?
First off, let me say this. Play calling for the past 3 weeks has been fucking trash. I'm really getting like really fucking sick and tired of John Fox. I mean, I don't want to say that. He's our head coach. He took us to the Super Bowl last year, but I'm really starting to get really irritated by his play calling. Same thing with Jack Del Rio too. He keeps dropping us into zone coverage, and obviously that isn't fucking working. So like I said, stick to man coverage. But no, he wants to fucking do it his way. Like I said, just like John Fox wants to do it his fucking way. He doesn't want to fucking, he obviously doesn't know the fucking game of football, so he obviously doesn't realize that zone fucking coverage isn't working. So stick to man coverage, but no, stick in the fucking zone. Keep giving up all these huge fucking receptions. I mean, fucking have the corner, like I said, just fuck. Oh my god, I just can't do this right now, dude. I can't. I swear to God, I'm so fucking mad.
Yeah, now Thompson, he had one carry this whole game. That is, to me, I'm sorry, that's fucking pathetic, man. You go, to me, Thompson is one of our best running backs this year. He proved it in preseason, and you're just gonna give him one carry? I mean, so C.J. Anderson, he got 9 attempts at 29 yards, and he had an all right game. Adrian has said. Thompson, you got to get Thompson in there. He pulverizes those defenses. If the Rams are physical, why don't we get physical? This is what this whole season was about. Because you know what, we got the Seattle Seahawks last Super Bowl got physical on us, and we tried to straighten this team out, becoming a more physical team. That's why we signed Talib, and that's why we signed T.J. Ward and some others. And Thompson is a hard-hitting running back. Put him in. I like guys that bang the defenses up. That's what I want to see. And giving him one touch, that's like sticking the middle finger right in my face. And, that's like pissing on me. It's just I just don't understand why he could have only one touch. That's just my opinion on this. He needs to be given more of a chance at running back. He needs to have his chance. So I like C.J. Anderson, but as a backup, you should add Thompson in there, like at least doing the backup role. That's my take on it.
I mean, let me say this. I mean, C.J. Anderson, he played his fucking heart out today. He had a good performance, but I'm really getting sick and fucking tired of them blocking Juwan Thompson from getting in there. Like you said, one fucking carry is just fucking pathetic. I swear to God, they got to give this kid a chance. I mean, it's really starting to get frustrating, man.
Well, there's been plenty of games where we've had, and they've done a good job previous games where they'll have a running back get like half the carries and another one getting the other half of the carries. That's fine with me. I don't mind that. But just to have him get one carry and you're a running back, I mean, that would really that'd be a really disrespectful thing to do if I'm a running back, I'm getting paid all this money, or I'm on the Denver Broncos, and his legs were fresh, one carry, seriously. His legs were fine. There was nothing wrong with him. Put him in. See what he has to prove, because you have no Monte Ball, you have no Ronnie Hillman. You might as well try him out. So that's my take on that situation. And John Fox, I'm right there with Adrian. I think I'm getting sick of John Fox. It was a big mistake also to sign you to another 3 or 4 years. At the beginning of this season, we signed you. I think we should have waited out till the end of this season to sign him the contract. I think he got like $15 million or something for 3 or 4 years, which I don't know. I don't know coach's salary that much, but to me that's kind of high. I might be wrong, but I don't know what NFL coaches make, so don't come to me for answers on that. But I personally think we should have waited, and so we can have other options at the head coaching position. And I don't know about Adam Gase either as our offensive coordinator. Jack Del Rio, I liked him as our defensive coordinator, but he has question marks surrounding him too. As much as I like Jack Del Rio. I'm not going to be biased towards one coach. They all are at fault with this season. So yeah, you know what? There might be there'll be some drastic changes, I think, after this season. So we'll see how far we get into the playoffs. See how far we can get. Hopefully, we can still make the playoffs. We are 7-3. We're still looking pretty good, but I'm going to question us getting to the Super Bowl even, because there are a lot of good teams out there that are very good contenders. I think they're way more consistent than us, the Denver Broncos. I'm talking Andrew Luck in the Colts. I'm talking the Patriots. I'm talking the Steelers. And in the NFC, you got the Packers that are looking really good. And there's more out there that I can't name right now that are playing much better football than the Denver Broncos are right now.
Arizona, they're looking pretty good
too. Arizona has a backup quarterback, and they're performing really well. That's a very good point, Adrian. So yeah, in Kansas City, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna be. They might do decently in the playoffs too, because they got.
I wouldn't doubt, dude. Like, I would not doubt if they get a wild card, dude. I mean, they're looking all right because, like I said, they just beat Seattle, and something about that offense is just kind of scary.
Oh no, yeah, I know. I agree with you. I think we're gonna have 2 AFC West teams in there. There's no doubt about it in my mind. It's either us in the wild card or it's Kansas City in the wild card. That's my opinion on that.
I mean, because look, I mean, everybody's like all freaking out, like, okay, I gotta say something. I'm sorry, I don't want to have to bring this up, but I'm very sorry I have to. Somebody said in the comments, I'm not gonna name names, but they said the Broncos lost today, but I'm glad Kansas City beat Seattle. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, yeah,
like,
no.
Oh yeah, that's good fucking logic, man. No. Because now the fucking Chiefs are tied with us in the division. That's great.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, Denver Bronco fans, I love that Kansas City. Seattle hasn't been playing too well, okay? But Kansas City is a divisional opponent, so unfortunately we have to hope they lose. And just like San Diego Chargers, this is back to basics 101. If you're, this is just being a fan of football. Your divisional opponents are way more important than your non-conference. They're in the NFC, so it doesn't give. We don't have to give 2 hoots about them, And fuck thinking about if we're making it to the Super Bowl, because let's think about the playoffs right now, because it's getting serious and it's getting real right now. We're gonna have some. Whoever we're playing in the playoffs, it's gonna be a battle. I mean, we're gonna have to play our best.
Yeah, it's looking pretty ugly towards the end here, man.
I mean, so
it's gonna get really competitive towards the end here.
This season is going to be very interesting, and last year, we were kind of like, we were kind of the odds-on favorites to win, to get to the Super Bowl at least, and I agree with that. But this year, it's a toss-up, in my opinion. I don't know who to pick this year for like a Super Bowl favorite or that sort of thing, because and I'm not going to say we are, because the way we played today, and I remember that first quarter against the Raiders, that was last week. That was pretty embarrassing. If we would have played that way the whole game, we would have lost against the Raiders, no doubt about it. But anyways, like it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to come these next few weeks, and how the playoff picture is going to get set up. Personally, I could give two shits. We've already talked about this, about the home field advantage.
I don't care. That's out the window now.
Yeah, that is out the window. We should talk about that. That is out the window now, in my opinion. We aren't getting that. We are not getting that home field advantage. If we wanted it, it's gone. It's gone.
Like I said before, and I see us hosting one playoff game because we'll probably win the division, but we're playing the AFC Championship on the road. Period.
Yeah. Hopefully you can make it to the AFC Championship, because I'd be happy with that. Just have a chance to get to the Super Bowl again. But yeah, we'll see. We're playing Miami next, the Miami Dolphins, which I think are a harder team than the St. Louis Rams are. I think you got Mike Wallace, who's on your fantasy football team, Adrian. I mean, you got some players that could really do a good number on the Denver Broncos. So don't take them lightly, players, because you're gonna have a test next week also, and I think they could get into the playoffs also. The Miami Dolphins. So
can we agree that the early bye fucked us?
Yes, let's bring that up. Yeah, this early bye definitely. It has put a number on us, definitely. I agree with that.
And I knew it was gonna fucking happen. I knew as soon as the schedule came out and I saw that the fucking bye was week fucking 4. I knew that it was. Oh my god! I was like, what?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I didn't even know they had it that early.
Like I said, like I remember, like maybe a decade ago, like 2003, 2004, maybe it was that early, but. I don't remember it being that early, like very recently. Like the earliest I remember it being was like week 5 or week 6.
I've always liked the bye at least like week 8 or later. I always have liked it in the middle or later. I don't know. Doing that any time before that is just, I think it's wrong. So, I mean, some of the players don't deserve a bye week. Like some of the teams don't like. You just played 2 or 3 games. Now you get a bye week, and then you get a stretch of 12, 13 games or whatever. I mean, that's just wrong. I think because then you're gonna have injuries eventually. It's gonna be that's gonna be a bitch trying to get back, to healthy form, again. So, you're totally right. The bye week has pretty much it screwed us for a great deal. So, all right, Adrian, anything else we need to discuss?
No, I think that's about it. Guys, right. There's one last thing I got to say is this season is not over. I will say that the season is definitely not over. The Broncos are still a good team, but we got to find our running game, and our coaching has definitely got to improve. I mean, I'm really, really frustrated with this coaching staff. I mean, things got to change, and they got to change like really fucking quick. And we got to get our players healthy because Monte Ball, Manuel Sanders, Julius Thomas, they are very, very crucial keys to our offense. And if we don't have them, that's definitely going to take a toll on us. So, yeah, man, I mean, like I said, the season's definitely not over. We definitely could possibly make the playoffs. I'm definitely seeing us in the playoffs. Like I said, first round bye, home field advantage. I don't know. I don't see that happening.
I'm not gonna be guaranteeing on this show.
Because if New England wins tonight, they take the first seed anyway, and then I think we drop to the 3rd seed after that.
Yeah, I have no clue about the playoff picture right now. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, well, either way, yeah, first round bye and home field advantage isn't looking good. But yeah, guys, that's gonna pretty much wrap up this show, guys. I'm really fucking pissed off. Like I said, guys, I kind of didn't want to do the show, but I kind of forced myself to do it because you guys wanted to hear it. So, yeah, guys, it's gonna wrap up this episode. Mile High Salute. Go Broncos.
Go
Mile High
Broncos.
Horsemen. We ride together. We die together.
We never give up.
Good night,
Later.
everybody.